Welcome to Ruckosaurus Rex, the channel where we review and discuss all things dinosaur and other prehistoric animals. Hope you guys are doing well. You see what we're going to be talking about today, the latest offering from PNSO number 89 in the line. We have Russo, the Coronosaurus. Looking very nice there, a Centrosaurine Ceratopsian. And the first thing that's standing out to me, quite frankly, is the color. This is a rarity. We've gotten different colors than the, the basic browns that we normally get from PNSO models. Every once in a while, we've gotten something green, and this is another one that we can add to that list. I'm very excited about that. As far as this green matching what's inside, we'll find that out in a moment, but suffice it to say, at least we know it won't be a brown color. So you see that image of the Coronosaurus there in the front. Like I said, Centrosaurine dinosaur. You could look at the skull and see the different ornamentation there on the frill. We've got the nasal horn. We've got a couple brow spikes going on. It's pretty nice there. We've got an image of Russo there at the top and on the side, and of course on the other side there. So next up, we're going to see what's going on with Russo, the Coronosaurus. There's Russo out of packaging and on display. And very nice looking figure. But before we get into it, I'd like to ask you guys that if you will, please watch this video until the end, or at least close to it. View time is every bit as important as the views themselves, and I would greatly appreciate it. But back to the matter at hand, we have Russo, the Centrosaurine Coronosaurus. There we go, right there on our display. And when it comes to PNSO, we always get these booklets, informational, and it has you could tell it's for children. You see texts like that, but we also have art like that. This is pretty cool. I like this. This is pretty cool. And then you've got more of this toy photography is what it is. And other things, some informational portions to this booklet. The skull of Coronosaurus, the side view, which is right there, and other things. So that comes with all PNSO models, if you did not know that already. Now, as far as this model is concerned, it is that delicious green. It's a little darker than what we saw on the packaging, but I kind of like that. I think that's pretty cool. Gonna move it up a little bit so we could see what's going on and get a look at that skull. I tell you, these ceratopsian skulls, if you've been rocking me for a while, you know I'm in love with them. There's the frontal view right there, pretty imposing, and you see the ornamentation there on the frill. Once again, like I said, the brow spikes, and then we've got that nasal horn. Very, very nice. And we have a few shades of green in there. We've got the mouth open. I'll talk about that momentarily because that really adds to the whole, just the whole look of this model. We've got the mouth open with the nice wet look, straight up beak. I'm gonna set Russo back on his base, and we will take a measurement and see what we got going on here. Russo is coming in at about 6¼ inches long. That model length actually makes this guy a bit oversized. A little something about Coronosaurus. Coronosaurus, by the way, Corona and Saurus, it means crown lizard. And what a mighty crown Russo has. But late Cretaceous, about 83 mil. Of course, North America. And it is, I already said it's a Centrosaurine dinosaur. Those closely related, if you will. Spinops, Styracosaurus, and of course Centrosaurus itself, for which all of these guys fall under. It also rocked with, it didn't rock with him, but I know he had to rock against him, Displetosaurus. And anybody knows anything about Displetosaurus got around. That particular tyrannosaur was everywhere, and nothing was safe. And especially if you're a ceratopsian. If you're a ceratopsian, you had a tyrannosaur in your neighborhood, and Coronosaurus no exception. And most of the times, it would be Displetosaurus back then, which is just crazy to me. But anyway, continuing on, Coronosaurus was purported to be about 16 feet long. Now, I measured this model at 6¼ inches long. That calculates out to about a little over 18 feet would be representative. This model represents an 18-foot long animal, which makes it slightly oversized. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It still looks good, can't front on that. We've got picking it back up to get closer in to see some more of the delicious detail. And very, very nice. We've got that green, like I said, we've got some olive colored green there going on. Darker green, we've got stripes. That would be, I guess, black or dark, very, very dark striping going along the thigh or the rear legs, and the forelimbs. We've got the green, some nice wrinkles going on. You've got the toes. The toes are coming in pretty light there. Then we've got the tail. Some more of the two-tone green with the striping. Looking at the bird's eye view so you can see what we're working with there. Pretty nice. Turn it to the other side. And that left leg is pushing off. Very, very muscular. And feet starting to come off the ground from the push off. The left forelimb planted. Very nice. And like I said, the mouth open. The eyes, looking at the eyes are yellow with black pupils. This is a very, very nice model there. Step him up a different way, just so we could have a different kind of pose for Russo, the Coronosaurus. Also, I'm going to go back to the way how I had him initially, because I want to speak on how lively this pose is. We've got this right limb, hind limb. You can't tell from this particular base, but if it was flat ground, that foot would be off the ground. So between the foot being off the ground and that mouth opening and the head kind of sort of lowered, you could assume that this guy was charging at possibly a predator or maybe a rival, or just trotting along. I like that the foot is off the ground because it just makes the model appear so lively. That, along with this coloration, I'm here for it. Time for some comparisons. We're going to lead off with our 1/35 scale human, so you can get an idea how large the Coronosaurus was. Actually oversized once again, but you get the point. they were considered mid-sized for ceratopsians, and this one is a bit oversized, but like I said, I'm here for it. We're going to take a look at Russo the Coronosaurus next to a couple of his Centrosaurine cousins. We'll kick it off with Spinops, which is one of the earlier PNSO models. Still holds up very nice. Next up, my favorite Centrosaurine dinosaur, and quite possibly the second most well-known Ceratopsian. We've got Styracosaurus. And finally, last but certainly not least, we have the species for which all of these other subspecies fall under, the Centrosaurus. And of course, as always, we have to show the apex predator of the environment, the aforementioned Daspletosaurus. So, in closing, the PNSO number 89, Russo, the Coronosaurus. Very, very nice model. I love in the color. It's a change of pace from the usual browns that we get. As always, the skull is the highlight of the model, and coming in close second, possibly 1A, 1B style, the pose. The pose very lively. We've got a foot off the ground. You could either, depending on what you're standing on, either the right rear will be off the ground or the left forelimb. And the pose is nice and lively with the mouth cracked open, realistic looking mouth with the wet look. We don't get that often with our ceratopsians. They're usually closed mouthed, but not this go round. Very, very nice model. A little oversized at 6. What did I had this coming at 6¼ inches, something like that. Yeah, 6¼ inches long, representing an 18-foot plus sized animal. Coronosaurus came in at about 16 feet. So yeah, slightly oversized, but still, all in all, you know, if that's the worst thing that could happen to a model, then we're getting off very easy. I think it'll look good in the display. Those 3 Centrosaurine Ceratopsids that I brought out came from a display that I have in one of my Detolf shelves, and this guy is going to join that community over there, and look forward to seeing him over there. I also look forward to you guys commenting on what you think about this model down in the comment section below. Also, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload another video. So that'll do it this go round. PNSO's Russo the Coronosaurus number 89 here at Brachiosaurus Rex. Thanks for hanging around, guys. Take care. Peace.